What is up? We're back for UFC Fight Night Brazil, Oliveira, Gamrot. And if you're a Brazilian fan, you must be feeling pretty good right now because our king is back and he is the champ once again. Alekseeva gets it done over Ank in the first 2 minutes of the fight. It was unreal. I enjoyed it, that's for sure. But yeah, now we got UFC Brazil, and I'm excited to see how this card goes. Solid card overall, like 6 out of 10. Okay, nothing too crazy, no crazy bangers, but overall solid. Pinto Diniz gonna be a good card or fight. Luque Alvarez, I think will be another good one, but sorry to say, but I don't think Luque is getting this one done. And the main event should be good. So yeah. Start at the bottom though. Okay. We got Lacerda versus Simon Oliveira. So Oliveira, I think he just weighed over. I think you came in a little over. He's a weird amateur striker, okay? Tends to have solid grappling base, but he's very fragile, okay? He's very prone to getting a good punch to the face. He breaks down pretty easy, some would say. He's decent with the submission game, but still, he's not that good of a fighter, Oliveira. Lacerda, good kickboxer, pretty solid kicks, good body kicks. That's what I noticed, good body kicks. He's got the height advantage over Oliveira, so yeah, he looks dangerous really early on the feet, but he gasses out quickly. So I think this one, there's no way this Oliveira is going to win, okay? I take Lacerda by, if he does it quick, he could get it done in the first round, but if not, it'll be a decision, okay? So either first round TKO or a decision for Lacerda. All right, Julia Polastri versus Carolina Kowalkiewicz. I don't even care. Okay, I don't even care what her name is. I'm not too great with women picks ever, but like we're just gonna keep going and hope it works because like I don't know what to do anymore. Polastri is she's a dog really. Good chin, insanely durable. She's got a BJJ submission background. Okay. Carolina on the other hand, she is a very well-rounded vet. Okay. Pretty good 3-round pace. But she's a little, not a little. She's definitely past her prime. I don't know if she's going to be able to keep up to the speed of Polastri. Polastri will be faster. I think Polastri will get this one done. Okay, it's a women's fight. I don't really care about it. Early prelims, like, really, I could care less. I'll go Polastri by decision. Next fight. Lucas Rocha. Stuart Nicoll. These Brazilian names, man, they get me every time. Lucas Rocha. Anyway, Rocha, pretty heavy-handed for a flyweight, okay? He throws. Nicoll, fast-paced, talented striker, seems to struggle with the grappling, okay? And he seemed pretty dangerous on the regional scene, okay? I don't know. This is another fight where it's like, do I care? No. Rocha is the Brazilian. He's 17-2. He does throw down pretty good. Takedowns, he doesn't get them. He's a striker, okay? Strikes for more. He doesn't really strike volume. He strikes for accuracy, and he strikes to hurt you. He doesn't throw nonsense, but he's heavy-handed, okay? I don't even know what the odds are in this fight. I don't even really care. If Nicoll gets him to the ground, it could be dangerous, but I'm going to go Rocha by decision. Rocha could put him out, too. He could knock him out. But I'm just going to go by decision, because it is a flyweight fight. Alright. Mesquita versus Alekseeva. So I remember watching Alekseeva not too long ago. She's a high-paced fighter with no IQ. Whatever. She's got good kickboxing, but struggles literally everywhere else you take the fight. Mesquita, good BJJ grappler, has great submission ability. She is in her UFC debut. She's faster. She's better. Mesquita is getting this done quickly. Alexiev could catch Mesquita. Don't get me wrong. Mesquita is good on the ground, and she's just not going to let you get away from a submission. So I got her taking a round 1 submission. Yeah, I got her round 1 submission. Come on, Brazilians. How many Brazilians have we picked? Everyone. Okay. Okay. And I'm sorry to say, but we've got another one. Vitor Petrino versus Thomas Petersen. Interesting heavyweight fight, all right? We've got Petrino, who is a physically imposing wrestler with great submission game. Has the power in his hands, but he's pretty average on the feet. He doesn't look the greatest. But that being said, his groundwork is really well, so he makes up for it. Petersen is a control wrestler, okay? He wrestles you for control, doesn't do much on the ground. Has decent volume on the feet, but he is not athletic at all, and you can tell that from this picture even. Yeah, his athleticism is lacking, and it usually loses him the fight. He did get a win off of May's last fight. Looked okay. Trino did beat Lane last fight after a two losing streak fights. So yeah, they're both coming off wins. Petrino is better in this fight. Yeah, I could go Petrino by submission, but I'm just gonna go. Going to decision in a heavyweight fight is really risky, but I'm gonna go decision. I just think these guys last a long time in there. Usually, I think if it's not decision, it'll get ended in like the 3rd round, and it's gonna be like a submission by Petrino. That's my prediction. Petrino though, Petrino all the way. All right, Rafael Filho versus Clayton Carpenter. I like that name, Clayton Carpenter. That just like rolls off the tongue. Filho, another Brazilian heavy card. We knew this was happening. He's a good, crafty BJJ artist with good submission game. He usually struggles against higher level grapplers, and he has mid striking. His striking is not that good. Carpenter is very well rounded, and he is dangerous. He's got dangerous, slick pressure boxing. He has nearly elite level wrestling and ground game. I don't know who's going to win this fight. This one's kind of a toss-up for me. I'm not going to lie. Filho has the fans behind him. He's honestly pretty decent, to be honest. His groundwork is good. His striking sucks, but I don't know. If he gets Carpenter to the ground, he can win this fight. I don't know what to do here, guys. I'm gonna go. I don't know. This is a close fight. Like, I'm leaning Carpenter right now, but at the same time, Filho is kind of I don't know. He's a good little pick. Let me check the odds. I'm not gonna base my pick off the odds, but I just want to see how close they are, because that'll determine who I want to pick here, in a way. Filho plus 100 underdog. I think that's good value for him, to be honest. I expect him to be underdog, but I think he could win this fight. I'm going to go Filho. Give me Filho. At home in Brazil. Why not? Alright. Last fight on the prelims. Lucas Almeida. Michael Aswell. Okay. We've got Lucas Almeida, who is on the Contender Series, okay? Got to win off the Contender Series. He's a hard hitter with a solid submission game. Seems talented, but has a tough strength of schedule in the UFC so far. Okay, he's fought a lot of good guys. Aswell, pretty accurate striker with good power. He looked good on short notice last time. And yeah, this is one where you want to pick every Brazilian, but you just can't all the time. And I'm going to go Aswell. Aswell just seems like the better fighter. Really, with what I've seen, Aswell looks like the better fighter. He lands a lot. This will be a standing fight. You can tell here, these guys are not grapplers really at all. He's got a submission under his belt. I don't know how many, at least one, but I'm gonna go Aswell. He's a volume striker. He's good. I'll go by decision. But he could knock him out. We'll see. Also, Filho, I think decision, but he could submit him. So I don't know. That's another one. But that's our first Brazilian to lose, Lucas Almeida. That's sad. All right, Ricardo Ramos versus Ofli. Ofli. Ramos pretty much spams flashy strikes constantly, and he hopes to land every one of them. He's got pretty solid BJJ, but he's very vulnerable everywhere. He gets hit. Ofli, on the other hand, has horrible fight IQ. So it's a pretty interesting matchup. He's got classic submission grappling style, and he's a kind of a stally fighter. So I think that Ramos will get this one done. Will there be a finish? I doubt it. If there is, I could maybe see Ramos getting the submission, but I don't know. I think it'll go to decision. I pick Ramos. He just looks like the better fighter. He's got the reach advantage. He's got the height. He's got what you want. I'll go Ramos here. All right, another banger, kind of. This is actually this is a banger. We gotta say this is a banger. Jonathan Diaz versus Mario Pinto. Diniz is a solid kickboxer, and he's a fat heavyweight. But he's good for being a fat heavyweight, to be honest. He's good. But his grappling sucks. He's got to have it on the feet. Mario Pinto kind of reminds me of like a Cyril Gane. He has power, but isn't really a KO artist. But he is slick. He's one of the more athletic heavyweights out there. And he has a solid base of grappling too. Okay. I think Pinto is better. And I don't see this going to decision. A lot of people see this going to decision. I don't think so. I've got Pinto by knockout. He's the better fighter here. He should be more slick, more crisp, faster. I'll go Pinto by knockout. Round 2. Give it to me. All right. Feature bout. It's a banger. Vicente Luque versus what am I doing? Vicente Luque versus Joel Alvarez. I don't know why I had to think about that. Vicente Luque is a vet, okay? But he's a good vet, to be honest. Like, this fight could be close. But he's fallen off, in a way. He used to be a killer, I can't lie. He excels with his choke ability. But his defense and his chin suck. And he's very vulnerable pretty much everywhere you go. Pretty sure Kevin Holland fought him not too long ago. I think. That was like a year ago, actually. I think Holland submitted him. But yeah. Joel Alvarez, dangerous submission artist. Good prospect. Hasn't fought in a while, but he looks good. Good clinch striker. Usually lacks wrestling, but is pretty much dangerous everywhere else. I think he gets him in the clinch. I think he gets a takedown, and I think he submits him. I got Joel Alvarez to win by a submission in the first round. I think Alvarez is that good. I think that if Alvarez gets his win convincingly, he's got a shot to fight somebody up in the top 5 sooner than later. I could see him fighting like someone like Joaquin or someone like winner of Carlos and Leon, something like that. Like, give him someone. Yeah, he's a good fighter. Or like Sean Brady and I don't know what that fight was. Sean Brady versus someone was the rumor. I can't remember. But yeah, I think Alvarez is good. And I think he deserves to get up there more. And I think he gets this one convincingly done. Figueiredo, Montel Jackson. Okay, this is interesting. Because you look at Figueiredo's name and you're like, okay, Figueiredo's going to win this fight. It's Figueiredo. He's a legend in the sport. He's one of the best bantamweights to live. He's going to win this fight. He's got powerful hands. Amazing BJJ. But he's past his prime. But he still's got elite wrestling, okay? He's still elite. You can't get me wrong. He's still elite, but he's past his prime. Montel Jackson, what I think is going to happen is he is just so big for this division. He's just like a Sean O'Malley in this division that I think it's going to be too much for Figgy. Montel has got he's got very well-rounded skills. Okay, he's very well-rounded everywhere. He's a good up-and-comer fighter. His wrestling background, but he does have some slick boxing. Okay, he's more of a wrestler, but he's got some boxing. And what really stands out to me is just their height difference and everything. And Montel Jackson is able to defend those takedowns, and he will be able to. Okay? He will be able to. And he's the stronger fighter, I think, in this fight. And I don't know. I think that he'll be too much for Figgy. I hate to see Figgy lose. I do. Because he already has lost 2 in a row to Jan and Sandhagen. But I think Figgy is past his prime, and I think it's time that he retires, to be honest. I could see this being his last fight. If Montel does it pretty quick. We saw him knock out Blackshear a couple fights ago. Just fought Marcos not too long ago. He got that one done. Yeah, I got Montel. He hasn't faced the biggest competition, but I just don't know about Figgy. I don't know. I think that Montel got this. How? I might go knockout. I could see like a ground and pound happening or something. Yeah, I'm gonna go knockout. Montel Jackson, round 2, knockout. I'm sorry, Figgy, but I think it's just your time's up. You know what I mean? Your time's up. All right, main event. Here we go. This is a banger. Charles Du Bronx. Just kidding. Charles the Predator Oliveira. He's changed the nickname to the Predator. I am starring in this movie, The Predator, and I am the one and the only Predator. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the nickname at all. Hopefully this movie promotion thing is done pretty quickly because I hate the nickname. Du Bronx is so much better. But anyway, Charles Oliveira versus Mateus Gamrot. This is going to be a war, okay? Charles was originally supposed to fight Rafael Fiziev, and I don't know if I was more worried about him there or now. Because I'm worried about him now. He has come off a bad knockout 3 to 4 months ago. And it does seem very quick, okay? It seems quick. But we know Charles, okay? He's one of the most dangerous submission artists in the UFC. If not the most dangerous submission artist in the UFC. He's got, I think, the most submission wins in history. He is very good still. His Muay Thai is reckless, but it works. But Charles' problem is he's very hittable, and he lacks a chin. Okay? If Charles avoids the feet as much as he can, he should excel in this fight. Because I think that Gamrot could put him out. And I don't want to see it. I'll be honest, I don't want to see it. But Gamrot has good wrestling, okay? He's one of the best pure wrestlers in the UFC. He doesn't have submission ability like Oliveira, though. He doesn't really have submission ability at all. But he's made for dogfights, and he's got good pace, okay? It's a fight. It's a toss-up. I don't want to say it, but it's a toss-up. I could see Oliveira getting slept, and I don't want to see it. Charles, please don't do it. But Gamrot exposes his head too much for Oliveira. And I think it's gonna cost him. You see him in that fight against Dan Hooker. He lost that fight, but he looked good. But he left his head wide open every single time, that if he fights like that against Charles, Charles will make him pay and he's going to submit him. Okay? I think Charles is not going to get a knockout. Okay? I don't think he's going to. He looks slower than Gamrot. He does. He looks slower. But his hands, they are crisp, but he's very hittable, so I don't like it on the feet. I don't know. It's a toss-up. You could argue either side. Gamrot has got good value right now. Underdog pick. I like that value a lot. But I'm going to go Charles. Charles will get it done. He'll get the rear naked choke. Okay? He's got to do it for us. We got to see Brazilians win back-to-back main events, okay? I was right last week for my main event pick. I want to be right again. I got Alex right. I want to get Charles right. The thing about Charles is he goes back and forth, so this is a good thing. He lost last time to Deporia, but he won the fight before. He lost the fight before that, but he beat Dariush the fight before that. Before that, he lost to Islam, but before that, he beat Gaethje. So really, he goes win-loss, 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 and now that he's at the loss, he's going to get the win. So I've got, give me Charles Oliveira. Give me Charles Oliveira by submission. Come on, Charles. You can do it. I got this round 2 submission. Charles Oliveira beats Mateus Gamrot, and he will freaking be back and be better than ever to fight Max Holloway in the BMF title fight. I'm excited for it. Come on, Charles. Yeah, those are my picks. I'll go through a recap like I always do. Who I picked, some dogs, and some locks. Okay, here we go. Lacerda will get the win. Okay, he will get the win. Polastri will get the win. Rocha will get the win. Mesquita will get a win. Petrino will get a win. Filho hopefully gets a win. Aswell will get the win. Ramos will get the win. Pinto will get the win. Oliveira. Alvarez will get the win. Montel Jackson will get the win over Figgy. And Charles Oliveira beats Mateus Gamrot. Here we go. UFC Fight Night. I'm excited for it. I'm going to give you my locks of the card. I'm sad because there's not too many locks. Because Volter Walker was on. But now Muhammad Usman is caught for doping. So yeah, that's sad. But Volter Walker, that was going to be a good fight. I had Volter Walker submitting him right away. My locks, you could say, I'd say Alvarez is a lock in my opinion. He looks good. I think he'll get that one done. Another lock I could see. It's tough to put a lock on women's fighters, but I've got Mesquita as a lock. Okay, she looks really good. Petrino, you could argue is a lock. I don't know about fully, but he's a good fighter and I like him. Lacerda is almost a lock in my opinion. Oliveira sucks. So that could be close. Some good underdog value you can get. Obviously, Gamrot, good value. I didn't pick him, but if you want a good underdog, you could pick him. Same with Figueiredo, honestly. Plus 250. Plus 250 for Figueiredo, one of the best bantamweights of all time. Could be good value, but again, I'm not picking him. You could argue Almeida. You could argue Almeida. Filho is a good underdog pick if you want to pick him. And the only other underdog I could see winning, Stuart Nicoll. But I got Rocha. But I could see Stuart winning. But yeah, those are my predictions, okay? I'm excited for it. UFC returns next week in Vancouver, and I'm excited for that a lot. That looks like a good card, top to bottom. I'm excited to watch the Canadian fighters represent. And yeah, I will be back for that. Once that is done, we'll be back for 321. Aspinall gone, and that'll be a good fight. And I'm excited for Aspinall to get the round 1 knockout. But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Have fun watching this UFC fight night, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.